Hello everyone, I welcome you all in your own YouTube channel Easy Learning with Kalpana classes where you learn easily, and today we have very interesting topic, that is phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are very important in English language, but they are also very tricky to use, and therefore we have to learn it. In English language, understanding and using these phrasal verbs is really very difficult. But today we will try to understand the meaning of few important phrasal verbs that we use in our day-to-day life. Let's try to know. We see a verb associated with a preposition or with an adverb or sometimes with both, and thus it forms a phrasal verb and starts giving completely different meaning from the verb or from the other words that constitute in it. Thus, the definition of phrasal verbs is: a phrasal verb is a group of words that does the work of a verb. When a verb is associated with a preposition or an adverb or with both, it forms a phrasal verb. And it is important to understand that these phrasal verbs give quite different meaning from the verb when it is used independently. This you have to keep in your mind. Okay, let's take some important phrases and their use. And today's first phrase is add up. Add up means being logical or reasonable while giving your opinion or views about something. And its uses: my friend used to tell me about his several encounters with ghosts, and none of his stories just add up to me. Means it seems illogical to me. Our next phrase is ache for, to have some strong desire for something or someone. And its uses: due to his clumsy behavior, Bill faces embarrassing moments every now and then, but actually he aches for good mannerism in himself. Or another use for this phrase we can have: due to 2 days fasting, she aches for really very good food. Okay, our next phrase is back away. It means withdrawal of support or idea. Let's take its uses. Earlier, we had a plan to spend our summer vacation in some foreign country, but due to the spread of coronavirus, we backed away our idea. Our next word is bank on. It means be dependent on something or someone, and its uses: hey, you go ahead in your venture and don't worry about anything. You can always bank on me in odd times. Or another use we can have: I am banking on my friend to help me through this difficult period. Okay, let's take our next phrase, that is call off, and it's mean to cancel a plan, event, or a meeting. And its uses: many big and important projects were called off during lockdown in our country. And our next phrase is cut down. It means to do something less, or previously what you were doing or the way you were doing, start doing little lesser than that. And its uses: if you wish to lead a healthy life, you should cut down the intake of junk food. Our next word is fight back. It means attacking in response to an attack. Guys, when you are at the verge of defeat by a strong opponent, but actually do not accept the defeat and you rise up again and start giving a strong challenge to that opponent, it is called fight back. And its uses: while chasing a huge target, both of Indian openers departed quickly, but other batsmen fought back and led the team to a comfortable victory. Let's have our next phrase, dwell on, thinking or talking about past. Actually, guys, when you are not in the mood to accept the present reality and living in past life or a past experiences, that is called dwell on or dwelling on in the past, and its uses. One should try to accept the reality. Dwelling on the past is no way a good thinking for our present and future. Next, gear up. Gear up means to be ready for something or someone, and its uses. Students' preparation for 10th and 12th board are geared up with the announcement of exam dates. Or we can also say like this, it is good sign to see that even the top players gear up for a match through rigorous net practice. And for today, our last phrase is get on. Get on means to board a bus, train, etc. And its uses, don't try to get on a moving bus or train, or you can be severely injured. Or you can say that my friend got on the wrong train and got late for work. That's all for today in Easy Learning with Kalpana classes, and I hope that this video will help you in understanding phrasal verbs. And if you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel because it gives me lots of confidence, and it keeps me motivated to bring some more videos for you. Thank you very much for watching this.